Did you know that Egypt is the land of timeless wonders? The Nile River was the lifeline of Egyptian civilization. Over 5,000 years ago, the pharaohs built the Pyramids of Giza and the Sphinx, which still stand as eternal symbols of a glorious past. From the mighty Tutankhamun to the legendary Ramses II and the enchanting Cleopatra, these rulers left behind a legacy that has captivated the world. Hieroglyphics were used to record their history, and the Rosetta Stone unlocked the secrets of these ancient writings. Ra, the sun god, Osiris, the god of the afterlife, Isis, the goddess of magic, and Anubis, the guide of souls, were just a few of the many deities worshipped by the Egyptians. Egyptians made significant advances in architecture, mathematics, and medicine, and their innovations have inspired awe throughout the ages. Temples like Karnak and Abu Simbel are treasure troves of ancient art and culture. In fact, Egypt's influence can be felt even today as it continues to inspire modern archaeology and shape our understanding of world history. So when you visit Egypt, you'll feel like you've stepped into a world that time forgot. Along with Greece, Rome, India, and China, Egypt is one of the four cradles of human civilization. But while the other three cradles eventually fell into the sea, Egypt remained untouched for thousands of years. And that's because its people had the lifeblood of all civilization, the Nile River running through their country. This gave them fertile land to farm, an easy way to transport people and goods, and protection from invaders. And it also made them rich beyond their wildest dreams. Just look at the treasure they left behind. First up, we have to talk about the pyramids. The only remaining wonder of the ancient world, these massive tombs are not just impressive structures, they're symbols of eternity. The Great Pyramid of Giza, also called the Pyramid of Khufu, is the oldest and biggest. Built around 2560 BC, it was the tallest man-made structure on Earth for over 3,800 years. Imagine how mind-blowing that is. Then there's the Sphinx, this mythical creature with the body of a lion and the head of a human. It's one of the most famous statues in the world. Originally built as a tomb for the pharaoh Khafra, it's been there since 2010 BC. Standing tall and proud with its wings spread wide, the Sphinx has seen a lot of history, and it's still standing. And then let's talk about the pharaohs. These rulers were considered gods on earth. They had absolute power and wealth, and some of them left behind a legacy that's still talked about today. One of the most famous pharaohs was Tutankhamun, who ruled from 1332 to 1323 BC. His tomb was discovered by Howard Carter in 1922, and it changed the world. Another great pharaoh was Ramses II, who ruled from 1279 to 1213 BC. He was known for his many building projects and for his battles with the Hittites. And then there's Cleopatra, the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt. She was famous for her intelligence, her beauty, and her tragic love affair with Roman general Mark Antony. Oh, and don't forget the hieroglyphics. These ancient Egyptian symbols were used for writing, and they unlock a lot of knowledge about the past. For centuries, nobody could read them until Napoleon came along. In 1799, he found the Rosetta Stone, which had both hieroglyphics and Greek writings. This helped scholars decipher the secrets of hieroglyphics and learn more about ancient Egypt. The Egyptians believed in many gods, but the main one was Ra, the sun god. He was seen as the king of the gods and the source of all life. Ra was usually shown as a falcon-headed man, and he was worshipped for helping the pharaohs rule. Other important gods included Osiris, the god of the underworld, Isis, the goddess of magic and motherhood, and Anubis, the god who guided souls to the afterlife. They had many others too, and each god had a unique story and meaning. The Egyptians were masters of architecture, building amazing temples and tombs that are still admired today. Karnak Temple, dedicated to the god Ammon, is one of the largest religious structures ever built. It took hundreds of years to complete, and it's full of amazing art and stories. Abu Simbel is another incredible temple. It was carved into a mountainside, and it has giant statues of the pharaoh Ramesses II. The Egyptians were smart and curious people. They loved asking questions about the world around them. They even kept records of their observations, including a calendar with 365 days, which is the same as the one we use today. They also made tools to measure the earth, and they knew the earth was round long before anyone else. They were also into math and medicine. They understood fractions and geometry, and they even had hospitals. But sadly, this amazing civilization ended. Around 30 BC, Egypt became part of the Roman Empire, and then the Arab world. Most of the ancient sites were lost or destroyed, but some treasures were saved and brought back to light. Today, Egypt is a museum of world history, filled with secrets and stories that amaze us to this day. Now, let's take a trip back in time and discover some of the greatest secrets Egypt has been hiding. Ever wondered what life was like for the ancient Egyptians? How did they build those huge pyramids, and who were the powerful pharaohs that ruled over them? Well, let me tell you, it's going to blow your mind. We'll explore everything from the pharaohs to the pyramids, the gods to the gifts, and everything else that made ancient Egypt so amazing. Get ready to be amazed by the stories of kings and queens, the mysteries of their beliefs, and the secrets hidden in their tombs. So grab your virtual time machine and get ready to travel back in time to the land of the pharaohs. First stop, the Pyramids of Giza. These massive structures are not just piles of rocks, they're tombs for the pharaohs. The biggest one is the Pyramid of Khufu, which took 20 years and 400,000 workers to build. Can you imagine? It was the tallest building in the world for over 3,800 years. But wait, there's more. Next, we'll visit the Sphinx, this legendary creature with the body of a lion and a human head. It's one of the most famous statues in the world, and it's over 4,500 years old. The Sphinx has seen a lot of history, and it's still standing tall. Then we'll meet some pharaohs. These rulers were considered gods on earth. They had lots of power and riches. Some of the most well-known pharaohs include Tutankhamun, who ruled when he was just a child. His tomb was found by Howard Carter in 1922, and it was filled with treasures. Ramses II, one of the most powerful pharaohs who ruled for over 60 years. And Cleopatra, the last active ruler of the Egyptian kingdom. She was famous for her intelligence and beauty. Don't forget the hieroglyphics. These ancient Egyptian symbols were like their secret code. Nobody could read them until Napoleon found the Rosetta Stone in 1799. This helped experts understand hieroglyphics and learn more about ancient Egypt. The Egyptians believed in many gods. Ra, the sun god, was the most important one. He was seen as the king of the gods and the source of all life. Other gods include Osiris, the god of the underworld, and Anubis, the god who guided souls to the afterlife. The Egyptians were smart and curious people. They loved learning about the world around them. They even developed a calendar with 365 days, the same as ours today. They also made tools to measure the earth, and they knew the earth was round long before anyone else. The Egyptians were also into math and medicine. They understood fractions and geometry, and they even had hospitals. Sadly, ancient Egypt ended around 30 BC, when Egypt became part of the Roman Empire. Most of the ancient sites were lost or destroyed, but some treasures were saved and brought back to life. Today, Egypt is a living museum of world history filled with secrets and stories that amaze us. What did you think of the cradle of ancient civilization? What would you like to see in the next episode? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an exciting adventure. Together, let's keep exploring and discovering the wonders of our world.